So guys, I'm your host and you're watching Wrestle AI. So today we are going to cover the major things happened on last Raw show and other important updates. So Raw kicked off with an absolutely wild visual. Bron Breakker came out looking like a carbon copy of Paul Heyman. Slick suit, serious demeanor. It was clear WWE is planting the seeds for something big. And then, of course, Seth Rollins arrives, still doing his signature dance, but this time with some weird, futuristic-looking sunglasses. Typical Seth chaos energy, right? Rollins starts talking about the future of the industry and points directly at Bron Breakker. He says, "This man is the future." But just as things start heating up, out comes Sami Zayn, completely unexpected. Sami calls out Rollins, accusing him of jealousy. He says Seth is no different than the ones before him. Roman Reigns, CM Punk, all of them had Paul Heyman in their corner at some point, and now so does Seth. Sami says, "You wanted what Punk and Roman had, and now you've got it. But you're just the same as them." Rollins warns Sami, "Don't go against us." He tells him straight up, either you're with us or you're a target. He's not making a threat, he says. It's just business. He even offers Sami a way out. Move to SmackDown, leave Raw, and stay safe. Rollins gives Sami till the end of the night to make his decision. Solid segment to open the show. WWE laid the foundation for a long-term storyline here, and it hooked me immediately. Next up, Logan Paul enters the ring. Logan, in typical heel fashion, starts trash-talking the crowd, claiming they just can't handle his greatness. Then he shifts focus to Jey Uso, saying he isn't a real champion. He says the fans deserve a champion like him. But Jey Uso doesn't take that disrespect. He storms out, tells Logan that he's been in this business for 15 years, while Logan is just a rookie YouTuber who hasn't earned anything yet. He says, "If you want this title, you're gonna have to earn it the hard way." Logan responds by challenging Jey, but Jey answers the challenge with a super kick. Now, the kick didn't quite land clean. It hit more on Logan's arm or shoulder, but it sent the message. So yeah, Logan versus Jey is definitely happening, maybe at Backlash or even Saudi. WWE hasn't made it official yet, but this match is coming. Then came what might have been the promo of the night, Pat McAfee standing alone, directly addressing the crowd and delivering an emotional, passionate message. He talks about legacy, about giving back, and delivers this epic line, "When I die, I hope they say he was an empathetic man, that he gave back millions to children's hospitals, military foundations, homeless shelters, and underprivileged communities. I want to leave this world better than I found it." That was deep, real deep. And then he shifts gears, calling out Gunther for attacking Michael Cole, his best friend. He says anyone who messes with Cole is messing with him, and Pat demands a fight. Nick Aldis shows up since Adam Pearce is missing and tells Pat things don't work that way. But if he really wants Gunther, then it'll happen the right way, inside a WWE ring, and not just anywhere, at Backlash. Pat McAfee versus Gunther is official. Let's be honest, no one saw that coming. Gunther versus McAfee, that's a wild match on paper. But WWE made it feel personal, and now it's one of the most intriguing bouts on the card. We head into the final segment of the night, and it's time for Sami Zayn's big decision. Seth Rollins is in the ring, practically begging Sami to accept the SmackDown deal and walk away. He brings up their friendship, how Sami was there during Rollins' daughter's birth and all the good times they shared. But Sami doesn't fall for it. He sees right through the manipulation. He says, "You played me, Seth. You attacked the one thing I want the most, an opportunity at the World Championship. And you thought I'd just bow down?" He tells Seth, "I don't quit. And I won't take shortcuts. I'll earn my title shot the right way." Sami rejects the deal, turns down the so-called opportunity, and makes it clear he's not backing down. But that has consequences. Bron Breakker rushes out, and we get our main event. Sami Zayn versus Bron Breakker. The match starts off hot. Sami fights back with resilience, using his speed and experience, but in the end, Bron Breakker's power takes over. 2 vicious spears, back to back, and instead of pinning Sami, he starts torturing him. Seth Rollins watches from ringside, giving nods of approval. And we get that chilling throat gesture. WWE is clearly positioning Seth as something much darker now. Maybe even an evil mastermind like Roman once was. Bron doesn't just win, he destroys. And with that, the show ends, leaving us with a clear message. Seth Rollins is building his empire, and if you're not with him, you're done. So overall, what did I think of this episode of Raw? Absolutely fantastic storytelling from start to finish. Rollins' faction is forming, and it's creepy, manipulative, and dangerous. This Raw episode wasn't just a show, it was a statement. WWE is building new arcs for the post-WrestleMania season, and they're doing it the right way. Now let's talk about some other major updates. Starting off with Liv Morgan. During Monday Night Raw, Liv made it official she's taking a break from WWE to star in a Hollywood movie. Now, according to PW Insider and Sean Ross Sapp, this isn't just any small project. The buzz is that when fans find out which film she's doing and what role she's playing, their jaws are going to drop. Literally, like, people will be shocked out of their minds. Some insiders are saying this could be a career-changing move for Liv. On a serious note, if the film hits big, Liv might never return to WWE. Maybe she becomes the next John Cena or The Rock, conquering Hollywood. But personally, I hope she balances both. WWE needs Liv Morgan. And hey, what do you think the title of her film could be? Drop your guesses in the comments. For now, congratulations to Liv. We wish her all the success in her new journey. Now let's talk about WWE Backlash 2025. It's right around the corner, and a lot of the match card is starting to shape up. Here's what we know so far. John Cena versus Randy Orton, confirmed. It's being billed as one last time for the undisputed WWE Championship. Jey Uso versus Logan Paul, highly likely for the World Heavyweight title. Rhea Ripley and Io Sky versus Julia and Rain. Paris tag team action expected. Becky Lynch versus Lyra Valkyria, confirmed for the Women's Intercontinental title. Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight versus Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. Possible fatal four-way for the U.S. title. And then we've got Gunther versus Pat McAfee. Yup, it's official. That makes it 6 matches in total, 3 of which are already confirmed. And honestly, I don't think WWE will go beyond these 6, maybe one more at best, but don't expect a stacked 10-match card. Speaking of Gunther versus McAfee, this is going to be brutal. Gunther actually posted a match graphic on Twitter and just used laughing and skull emojis. Translation? He's already laughing at Pat's funeral. Now listen, Pat McAfee is a great entertainer. We all love him on commentary. But stepping into the ring with Gunther, a guy who's been raging ever since losing his title to Jey Uso, bro, that's like jumping into a lion's cage with a GoPro. Expect chops. Expect pain. Expect Pat's chest to turn purple. Gunther isn't just going to win, he's going to destroy. Let's move to SummerSlam 2025, which will be the first ever 2-night SummerSlam event in WWE history. But hold up, have you seen the ticket prices? Ringside packages for both nights are reportedly going over $40,000 plus. Now yes, it includes premium seating, travel packages, accommodations, maybe even meet and greets, but still, $40,000, bro, that's huge. I don't know about you guys, but I'm not attending unless Netflix or WWE flies me out for free. For most fans, this is a dream killer. Shout out to TKO for turning dreams into debt. Now let's talk about the tribal chief, Roman Reigns. He's once again off TV, and it's now confirmed he will not be competing at Backlash. There were rumors about a tag team match involving Punk and Roman, but nothing is happening. In fact, this week on Raw, WWE has clearly moved on from Roman. There was no mention of him or CM Punk. Instead, the focus shifted to Seth Rollins, Bron Breakker, and Paul Heyman. Roman has likely taken another break. No surprise there, we're used to it by now. But the break isn't expected to be too long. Still, without Roman or Punk, Backlash is going to feel a little empty, no? Let's see when the Tribal Chief decides to return. And when he does, he'll probably go straight for the top again. So guys, that's all the latest updates from the WWE Universe. If you enjoyed this video and found it informative, please hit that like button, share with your wrestling friends, and subscribe to Wrestle AI for more wrestling content and backstage news. This is your host signing off. See you in the next video. Till then, stay safe and keep watching Wrestle AI.